All right, guys, I'm here on Twitch right now. We're about to do a react video, the first one we've ever done, to Tana's video where he's going over the kit for Apocalypse. So first things first, Tana is goated for all the work he does in the data mine community, I guess, which is Tana and Midball. So like big shout out to both those guys. But Tana's goated for this right here. So make sure you go to his channel, check him out, watch him on Twitch, sub, donate, everything, because Tana's a great guy and he does great work for us. So that's what we're going to do here, and it's going to be fun. Let's do it. All right, and here we are with Tana's video. He had two videos. Apparently this one is more refined, and it's going to just not include the Archangel Awakened abilities, which is really good stuff on the ultimate, extending buffs. I forget the rest of it, but it's really good stuff, and he needs to have 2 horsemen with Apocalypse to make it work. Okay, so cliff notes there. Make sure you go check out Tana's video yet again. And as Juicy said, this one is probably better quality if you're trying to get the Apocalypse kit. Let's go.
A format that I can actually use.
Link will be in the description below. Go watch it. Seriously, go watch it.
To make it a bit easier for you guys to see and stuff. But I've gone through and I've kind of reanalyzed through these kits because if I'm being honest, I was going through pretty quickly earlier on because I wanted to make sure I got the details out as soon as possible for people, but I've kind of put it in a more readable format and everything, and there's some changes here. So first of all, I put it in a slide here. This is actually going to be up on my Discord. I put this up on my Discord. If you are someone that is using this and you are like another content creator or something like that, all I ask is you credit me. That's why I put my watermark here. If you delete
credit to Tana. He is goated. We already talked about this. He's goated for what it is in the community. Make sure you go and show Tana some love. Let's go.
My watermark or raise me out of the picture or whatever, I'm going to be pissed off. But anyway, so where does this come from? Doubtless accidentally added this in the most recent live update. So if you don't know what a live update is, it's basically like, you know, how at 11 o'clock there's like a new, well, 11 o'clock my time, there's like new offers and everything like that. Each time they do that, they push data to the game. They push data to the game to buff the Rebirth team in this most recent one. And with that, they accidentally, I think, ported over their test versions of the characters. Now, there is some room here where characters may be slightly wrong. That's why I've gone back and reanalyzed it to make sure that they're more accurate.
Let's be real, guys. Subject to change is the blog stuff. Tana's like 95% right. He's like 95% right. Okay, so they screwed up when they tried to update the Rebirth team. Oh, did they? Oh, they added stuff in. That's what happened. Makes sense. But when Tana deciphers this stuff, it's normally pretty dead on. Maybe a change here, a change there, but the overall theme we can expect to be accurate.
As well as like some various stuff that may be slightly off because they buff them or change them a little bit in the future. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, as I said, please credit me. This has taken a few hours to do. I've been working on this all day. So, Absorbing Man. We've got his basic here. He's got to attack and transfer 2 positive effects, excluding stealth and taunt for the primary target to himself.
All right,
and
we're gonna.
If enemy has vulnerable, he's going to gain 2 D.
We're gonna skip the Master of Evil stuff. We're gonna go right to Apocalypse. Kang the Conqueror. Well, that's crazy. All right, here we go.
Offense up, they gain even more. And then he's going to also gain crit damage based on his charge as well there. Then we've got Apocalypse's kit. Not too many changes.
Hey, he went too quick. He put effort into making that slide. All right, Villain Global Mutant Support. Translated 7 lights, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he doesn't have a tech tag. He's got Mutant Global Support, I think is an interesting go-ahead. And Villain, I guess, traditionally, but, you know, he's had some good hero in the recent comic lane, so let's do that. Done by drop a follow. What up, Grapes? Welcome to the Dorky Den, my friend.
Then we've got Apocalypse's kit. Not too many changes here. He's got the offense up and speed up, the heal, the damage here, the drain, and then this part here is basically his counter and assist.
Okay, the attack primary target is his counter assist. Okay. Gains offense up. While empowered, enemies killed by this tech cannot be revived.
He's going to still give that drain. He's still going to gain offense up and speed up on his counter and assist, which is crazy. He's also going to not be able to be blocked, and it is unavoidable on his base.
Good for Weaver and Crucible.
While it's empowered, enemies killed by this aren't revived. We'll get to the empowered mechanic in a minute. His special here, this is a bit different. He's going to attack the primary and adjacents for 350% piercing. I believe he attacks again if they've got defense up. Not like what I had before. I believe he attacks again instead, which is...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but piercing damage, defense up, just straight up stops 50% damage, right? It doesn't like increase armor or something funky like that. So although it's attacking twice, it's still you still like to have defense up in this case, I believe.
Is, you know, crazy. Drain from this. He's going to apply ability block, and then he redistributes. That's one part that I missed before. He redistributes the health of your squad. He's going to clear the negative effects from himself and all horseman allies and the 2 highest allies with the
no legendary tag, asks Jigneck. No, like Dormammu doesn't have a legendary tag, neither does Doom, so it makes sense. He has super long cooldowns, so he's an arena character or a one and done kind of character. So if we see him in Crucible or in War Defense, like we can do a burn attack. So that seems kind of good. Juicy bringing that up.
2 allies with the highest damage, and then gives that defense up, the immunity, and the safeguard to them as well. So it's not
giving safeguard 2 turns of immunity and safeguard is crazy. Like if you see this team on defense and you're not mirroring it, you have to do a burn attack on this at that point. That's it. That's crazy. And the 2 allies with the highest damage. Okay, so this is good. This right here tells me that he's not stuck with the Horseman team, which means we can use the Horseman teams in their given modes. Like, maybe on Crucible, Rogue does her own thing with Unlimited, and maybe we throw Red Hulk with Apocalypse and Weaver and 2099, right? And then you have to do a burn attack to get rid of the 2099 abilities, but then also you have to do another burn attack to get rid of the Apocalypse special, because if the Apocalypse is a special, then get wrecked, because he's going to give immunity and safeguard, and he's going to clear negative effects of Spider Weaver, because she's going to be huge, right? And he's going to make sure that she gets to use her ultimate, and then you're screwed. So I'm seeing huge potential outside of his team, which is an obvious thing that you're going to need to do. Which is also kind of scary to face down a defense. That's going to suck.
Not just like you can, it's not just you replace one character, you can actually replace 2. So you can have like Apocalypse, Dormammu, Doom, Morgan, Archangel, or something like that. Like you can just replace 2 characters on the team if you want to. Like this is going to be crazy for Arena. His ultimate here, he's clearing all that barrier away. He's attacking all the enemies and getting drained. He's flipping defense up and 2 other positive effects on each enemy.
Applying trauma for 1 turn to each enemy. Crazy. Oof. I'm Nacho Hero was telling telling people to put on defense. Look, I don't got to tell people to put on defense. This is going to be a Crucible killer. You're going to see some crazy combos in Crucible.
He's applying trauma for 1 turn to each enemy. He's gaining in power, and then he's granting all those horsemen speed bar, and it can't be blocked, countered, and is unavoidable. Basically, it can't be stopped. This is Apocalypse's big ultimate finisher, because then after that, he's going to gain this in power that we're then going to be using.
He gains in power from ultimate. Is that what I just missed?
Horseman speed bar, and it can't be blocked, countered, and is unavoidable.
Gains in power on his ultimate. Okay.
Basically, it can't be stopped. This is Apocalypse's big ultimate finisher, because then after that, he's going to gain this in power that we're then going to be using. We're then going to be using to do 1 basic attack here, which is stealing 60% of the primary target's max health.
Okay, this is good. I was worried when I was hearing talks about Empower that it was going to be like Gamora or Thanos, where it needed like the entire team to get him empowered, or at least to get him empowered in a usable time. So he just needs to ult. When he ults, he becomes empowered. Why didn't they just use the word charged? Does he have a different kind of charge mechanic? This makes no sense to call it empowered, unless he's going to get into more stuff.
He's going to be able to steal away 60% of one target's health. It is going to ignore death proof. It's going to be unavoidable. It's going to be can't be blocked. And then after that, he removes the empower. So keep in mind that you can't use his special and ultimate while he's empowered.
All right, Ryan Knuckle brought up a good point. Probably don't want Surfer to be able to rip off the charge. Yeah. Okay.
So he basically, like, he uses the empower, he gets his big fist, comes in, steals away the health from one target. He can't use his special or ultimate during that, but he's not going to be able to use his ultimate, obviously, because he's just used it. And his special, I mean, you can just finish someone off with his basic and then switch back to it. And then his passive. He cannot...
Why would you be able to switch back to it? Like, it'll be on cooldown, right? Or he's getting energy from Archangel. That's right. Archangel can give 1 energy to every enemy that's killed or something like that. Okay.
Not be revived. On spawn, he's going to gain immunity. From what I can tell, enemies cannot gain immunity before this character's first turn. From what I could tell, basically what happens is on his first turn, he gains binary. And that binary is used basically without that binary, enemies are immune to immunity. They can't gain immunity until he has his first turn where he gains that binary.
Enemies cannot gain immunity before this character's first turn. I'm trying to think of what that would mean. Does that mean Infinity Watch can't get immunity on spawn? Rip Infinity Watch. What else does that mean? Dormammu? Dormammu can't... He doesn't start with immunity? I mean, like, look, they're going to counter Infinity Watch. Oh my god. Who else is spawning with immunity? Red Hulk in War? He has Safeguard. But that would be good. Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe Apocalypse will work as a gamma counter in War. Let's continue on.
And then after that, they can gain it. So this is making it so that no one can gain immunity.
Yeah, because Red Hulk is super fast. He starts with speed up. He starts with the immunity. He's not going to get the immunity, but he would have gone first anyway. So he's going to drop that immunity. But then maybe like A-Bomb can't renew it with his ult. That must be it. So A-Bomb can, or not A-Bomb. Braun cannot renew the immunity when he does his ultimate. That must be what that line is for. And it affects the mirror. Okay, so it probably affects War with Braun and then the mirror.
Immunity on spawn, which is very, very interesting. He's going to gain max health. He's going to gain focus per horseman, tech, and mutant ally. He's gaining that crit chance. Now, keep in mind that we figured it out. Someone said that there's actually 2 horsemen that are villains. I thought there was 3 originally. So that's going to bring us up to 70% counter chance, unless you kind of end up adding in a couple others. So then when he's stunned, he's going to clear stun off himself, clear heal.
Okay, so just straight up, you're going to have more villains, right? Like, in War, Red Hulk's probably going to do his thing. In Crucible, Rogue's probably going to do her thing with their team. I don't think you're subbing Apocalypse in for that, because I'm seeing him have synergy elsewhere. So you'll probably throw in more villain characters with him. Like, maybe we'll find use for Minerva. Minerva new meta, let's go.
Block, heal himself up. And Horsemen allies and self are immune to speed modifiers besides slow and speed up. Not speed bar modifiers, speed. So like Emma is not going to have any effect on this team. So this is very interesting.
Are you guys reading that the same way I am? Let me pull it up because I'm blocking it right now. Immune to speed modifiers. Okay. We don't know. Scopely's never done this before. This might also mean speed bar. This might mean speed percent from Emma, and it might mean speed bar too. So like slow and speed up modify speed. Emma does a speed modifier in percent. Speed bar might be its own thing. I read it as any changes to speed. Probably speed bar, so F Eternals. His counter attack would be nuts if it's drained basic. I can read this. I can read this as just screwing over Emma, so Emma is not arena meta, and the mirror matchup is the nightmare they want it to be. And I can read this as an Eternals counter. This is a tough one. I'm interested to see how that one plays out. Because if there's no speed modifiers, like he does speed stuff, Morgan does speed stuff, Red Hulk does speed stuff, Rogue does speed stuff, mirror matchup would be very interesting, right? Well, Morgan's special would still rip off all the enemy buffs. So there's still that. And it would still give your team speed up. Yeah, if it means no speed bar manipulation stuff, that's going to be very, very powerful.
Up. And Horsemen allies and self are immune to speed modifiers besides slow and speed up. Not speed bar modifiers, speed. So like Emma is not going to have any effect on this team. So this is very interesting. I thought that I'd put it in a more readable format. Hopefully you guys appreciate this. All
right, sounds like Tana's done. So this was great. I love the presentation that he did it in. I love the information we got from it. And I'm not... He's good. He doesn't look like a Heroes for Hire nightmare in War. He does look like you're going to have some Crucible compositions where you're just not going to clear the team. Like if you do Tangled Web with some Horsemen and Apocalypse, I think you're going to do 2 burn attacks, or you're going to have some kind of mirror or some kind of room bonus that you get to manipulate to get the win. Crucible is where I can see an issue with this character causing not clears, and when they run events like get a Crucible win for 2 million points, I can see that being an issue. But altogether, he seems like a very fun character. Seems like he's going to have that Dormammu big boom feel. And also, you're not going to be able to stop him from doing his stuff without doing burn attacks, which is why I think he looks fun, and he looks plug and play. I'm excited for this character. This looks good. This is good. Villain CC bonus most likely suck. Yeah, maybe. Mo is going to help a ton on that. Masters of Evil. It's just an easy mirror. Yeah. But the mirror might take a bunch of turns and efficiency. Anyway, this was Tana's video, guys. Again, make sure you go show him some love. This was great work for him, and I love the way he formatted this video. And I'm excited for Apocalypse. I'm definitely going to be one of the people unlocking him, if not immediately on his release, like a couple weeks after. I just need to finish up my Death Seed and whatever strike characters are coming. The strike characters got to be coming soon. Now that we know his kit, honestly, expect the strike characters to be this week, this Friday, or next Friday. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, check out the Discord, check out the YouTube, check out the Twitch, check out everything, and I'll see you next time. Bye.